Hello and welcome to Curious Unknown, where I explore the fascinating facts of unknown. Today, I'm going to talk about Vlad the Impaler. In the Transylvanian fortress of Sighisawara, in the year 1431, a child was born who would grow up to become one of history's most ruthless rulers, Vlad the Impaler. This child, christened Vlad III, was born into a world of power and conflict. His father, Vlad II, was a member of the elite Order of the Dragon, a group sworn to defend Christian Europe against the encroaching Ottoman Empire. The future voivode of Wallachia was immersed in this world of power politics and warfare from his earliest days, setting the stage for the man he would become. As a young boy, Vlad and his brother were held captive by the Ottomans, a strategic move to ensure their father's loyalty. For 6 long years, Vlad was subjected to the harsh realities of Ottoman rule. These experiences deeply scarred him, instilling a bitter hatred for the Ottoman Empire that would shape his future rule. Yet, these years also offered Vlad insight into the tactics and strategies of his future foes. He observed the inner workings of the Ottoman court, absorbing their military strategies, and learning the art of political manipulation. These lessons would serve him well in his quest to regain his father's throne and defend his homeland. Vlad's early life was marked by these formative experiences, each one contributing to the making of the man who would become known as Vlad the Impaler. His birth into a noble family, his father's membership in the Order of the Dragon, and his years of captivity under the Ottomans all played a part in shaping his worldview and his approach to ruling. The young Vlad had been shaped by his experiences, but no one could have predicted the brutal leader he would become. In 1448, Vlad ascended to the throne with Ottoman help, only to be ousted soon after. But Vlad was not one to accept defeat. Driven by a thirst for power and a hunger for revenge, Vlad returned to power in 1456 with the help of Hungary. His reign was marked by ruthless tactics and a brutal display of power. He was known for his unique, cruel method of execution, earning him the moniker the Impaler. His enemies were impaled on long, sharp stakes, a sight that instilled fear and dread among his adversaries. But Vlad's reign was not just about brutality. He was a skilled strategist and lawmaker. He implemented strict laws and policies to maintain order and stability in Wallachia. Crime was dealt with an iron fist, and any form of dissent was swiftly crushed. Vlad was also a man with a long memory. He never forgot the boyars, the noble class, who were responsible for the death of his father and brother. In a chilling act of revenge, he invited them to a banquet and then had them murdered. It was a clear message to anyone who dared to cross him: betrayal would be met with death. Despite his ruthless rule, Vlad was not without his supporters. He liberated peasants and artisans from the oppressive Ottoman tributes, creating a new class of elites. This earned him the respect and loyalty of many. However, his domestic policies were also brutal. He imposed heavy taxes, razed villages, and carried out mass killings of those he deemed undesirable. His reign was a reign of terror, and his subjects lived in constant fear. Yet, in the midst of all this chaos and bloodshed, Vlad remained steadfast in his resistance against the Ottomans. He was a formidable adversary, a leader who would stop at nothing to protect his people and his throne. Vlad's reign was marked by fear, bloodshed, and an unyielding resistance against the Ottomans. His rule was a tumultuous era in the history of Wallachia, a time of brutal power and ruthless leadership. His legacy, soaked in blood and shrouded in fear, would echo through the centuries, inspiring tales of horror and intrigue. Despite the terror he instilled in his people, Vlad was seen as a hero for his defiance against the invading Ottomans. This defiance was more than just a political stance. It was a statement of survival, a refusal to bow down to the encroaching Ottoman Empire. Vlad was a military mastermind, using his intimate knowledge of the Ottomans' tactics against them. He transformed his understanding of their strategies, acquired during his years in captivity, into a formidable weapon. With this, he successfully led his army to numerous victories, pushing back the Ottoman forces time and again. But Vlad was not just a brilliant strategist. His methods were brutal and unorthodox, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. He was known to employ gruesome tactics against the Ottomans, such as nailing turbans to the heads of their diplomats, a harsh mockery of their customs. This level of barbarity was unprecedented, and it served its purpose. It instilled terror in the Ottomans and deterred them from further invasions. However, it was not just his military prowess or his brutal tactics that earned him the respect of his people. It was his determination, his unwavering stand against a powerful enemy, He was a symbol of resistance against the Ottomans, a beacon of defiance in a time of uncertainty. His people saw in him a leader willing to go to any lengths to safeguard their land, their culture, their way of life. Indeed, Vlad was a terrifying figure, a ruthless leader who showed no mercy to his enemies. But to his people, he was something else. He was a protector, a bulwark against the Ottoman threat. He was a symbol of their resilience, their refusal to succumb to foreign domination. Vlad was a tyrant to his enemies, but to his people, he was a defender against the Ottoman threat. Vlad's reign of terror came to an end in 1476 when he was killed in battle. The specifics of his death are shrouded in mystery, and the exact location of his final resting place remains a topic of debate among historians. Despite the brutal nature of his rule, Vlad is considered a national hero in Romania. His staunch resistance to the Ottoman Empire and his efforts to maintain the sovereignty of his homeland are celebrated. However, Vlad's legacy extends beyond the borders of Romania. His name, Dracula, has become synonymous with the world of horror. Bram Stoker, who came across the name in an old history book, reimagined Vlad as a bloodthirsty vampire in his novel, forever intertwining the prince's name with the lore of the undead. But it's important to remember that Vlad was no supernatural creature. He was a man, a ruler, who employed ruthless tactics in a time of political upheaval. His story, albeit blood-curdling, is an integral part of history, revealing the harsh realities of 15th century Eastern Europe. From a ruthless ruler to a national hero, to an inspiration for a horror legend, Vlad the Impaler's legacy continues to fascinate and terrify us, centuries after his death. Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.